Be of the Bang, hot topic, has been a hot topic since it was built, or before it was built, and I think I'm sure I've done something on this blog before, or on the discussion forums or community radio, to keep people informed about where Be of the Bang is up to. Be of the Bang, where do you start? I suppose where you start from is the Commonwealth Games, and the Be of the Bang was, we wanted to recognise in terms of how important the games were, how successful they were, in terms of by commissioning a piece of public art to celebrate the games. And a panel of noted judges chose Be of the Bang. There was a design team in terms of Thomas Heatherwick, who's quite a renowned artist, designed it. And then there was a process in terms of the actual engineering of it, the fabrication of it, the installation of it. So there's a whole team of different companies that were involved in Be of the Bang. And as I don't need to tell you all this, the problem started almost before it was finished, because it took a lot longer than anyone had envisaged, and pieces started to fall off. There are some fundamental issues, and I did mention this on radio, and he might not have caught it, but I think if you look back at the discussion forums in the archives, a certain Ace Riley, Brian Riley of Openshaw, correctly predicted that it was engineering-wise was flawed. Now, I don't know, I'm not going to suggest for 1 minute that Ace got it absolutely right, and the reasons why it failed were the reasons that Ace pointed out in the first place. They may have been, but Ace, you were right, mate. It was flawed. There was no way that structure was going to survive. And it didn't survive, or it hasn't survived up to now intact. So there has been an ongoing legal process with regards to the City Council taking legal action against the consortium of designers, installers, fabricators and engineers. That was concluded about a month ago, just before it got to High Court, and the City Council have been compensated for the amount of money that the structure cost, but also the cost of actually repairing it and taking off spikes and checking it on a regular basis. What is happening now is that, despite what some people might think, the decision has not yet been taken to dismantle it. It may be taken in the future. There are some technical advisors that are preparing a report looking at all the options and whether it can be made safe, and what the implications of that would be, but also whether it can't be made safe and it should be taken down. I think it's fair to say that it's one that we will all be watching with keen interest. We all have views on Be of the Bang, very, very mixed views in terms of locally. I've always thought it was a wonderful sculpture. I do really like it, and I think it'll be such a shame if we do lose it, because I think it has added something to the landmark of East Manchester. But we expect a decision to be made early in the new year as to what its future may be, and no doubt I will come back on then and update you all.